Hey there guys, I'm Dankz564 and this is continuation of our Let's Play of Encased, and we just arrived here on this camera controls on this more or less space elevator for as far as we're concerned. Right, because we're never leaving this place and there's outside this space. Who are you?
Come here. Come on now, or you'll miss everything.
A cheerful man in a white lab coat grabs you by the sleeve.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder if all the, what do you call them? All the dialogues are voiced, or if it's just certain, like, main story ones.
Badge reading Ludovico Nuzzi, scientific analyst, export department, dangles loosely on his clean uniform, which still smells pungently of washing powder.
Look over there.
He points upward with a sharp, wide gesture and hands you his field binoculars.
Okay, let's take a look.
You raise the binoculars to your eyes. Under fourfold magnification, the whirling cloud above the rust-colored plains looks even stranger.
I like the artwork.
Glows with flickering green light and flashes rhythmically, and that rhythm seems to form a complicated pattern. Nuzzi bends close to your ear.
Fascinating. Do you want me to bring some filters? If we intercept the red and blue spectrums, we'll see something amazing. It's like a signal, some kind of message.
What exactly am I looking at?
I don't know.
Ludovico laughs unnervingly and snatches the binoculars from your hands. With the binoculars raised to his eyes, he minutely adjusts the focus.
It's a massive whirlwind north of Concord, and not merely some desert sandstorm. That's an anomaly. I hope it lasts long enough for me to make a proper observation.
What's scientific analyst export department?
The scientist looks blankly at you, then down at his lab coat.
Ah, this? This?
He lets out a blaring laugh. Ludovico points at the building behind him.
I work in Concord Station, categorizing relics. My job is to classify them by rarity. Then the blues package them, silvers issue the documentation, and oranges move them to the cargo capsule. Just like the one you arrived in.
Nuzzi points upward.
Then the capsule takes the relics way up there, all the way to the spire, then to crystal sands by the funicular. They get auctioned off and turned into money. It's not like I endorse this, but we all like ourselves a good paycheck, right?
He offers you his binoculars once again.
Do you want to have a look at the spire? It's amazing. But then, you can look at the spire anytime. Now that sandstorm, that's what's truly amazing.
Well, gotta go. See you, buddy.
You to the capsule and to the landing terminal entrance. He flings his arms up.
Oh, mi scusi. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. You'd better get going or you'll be late for check-in. Your colleagues are already inside, and the storm is growing stronger. Yeah, the storm is growing stronger.
The white mutters in fascination, eyes glued to his binoculars, which is fixed on the spinning whirl of clouds.
Well,
wow.
Okay then.
Look what the wind blew in.
Oh, yeah, apparently not everything is voiced. The maelstrom is getting even stronger. It's marvelous. You'd better get to the station and don't forget to register, or they won't let you on the bus. He shouts over the growing howl of the wind.
Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye to you too. Whatever these fantasists call the Dome, an alien colony ship, a gift to humanity from another world, the remnants of Atlantis, a prison for dark forces, a magical laboratory of ancient Egyptians. Personally, I think the definition doesn't matter. What matters are doesn't matter. What we are going to do with it, that's what matters. Universe Talks broadcast. Okay. Concord Station. My story. Through the. Okay, just probably press an L to access the log. Did I press an L? I pressed a K. Okay. Newcomer to Concord, you left Spire. Okay. Oh, is that? How do you read it? From top to bottom or from after your arrival at Crystal Sands, you were scored, I guess, from top to bottom. 15 minutes of ascent though. Okay, we made it to the dome, I guess. Fine. Is that timer like how fast we need to do it or something? Vending machine, trash bins. Monty James. Oh. I guess we can like try to steal something from it. Who are you? The young blue is closely studying communication schematics in his Cerus. A bundle of wires is hanging from an open fuse box nearby. He smells strongly of cheap cigarettes. His shiny badge says Tuyen Yuyen, a communications engineer. What's he doing? I'm trying to calculate the optimal route for telecommunication cables. These cables connect the entire dome. Here at Concord, they form a hub and run up the spire. This cable is the only thing connecting the dome to civilization, and if it happens to break, therefore my mission is to ensure this engineer looks at you meaningfully, to ensure the stable connection and secure the line, which is impossible without proper documentation. The way they're doing it here is a shame. Person could do time for that back where I am from. So what's the shame about it? The cables are laid improperly and various factors are negatively affecting the signal strings. Wild animals damage the equipment as well. With a developed professional culture and quality control system, most of these problems could be solved in short order. So what's his opinion on Concord? The idea itself is impressive, but the execution suffered some failures. It's obvious that the capitalistic system is obsolete and cannot support such a grand-scale project. Well, pleasure talking to you, I guess. You bids farewell. Okay.
It was nice
See ya.
chatting.
Where do I register? Or whatever. Oh, probably this guy. Give suicidal orders? What? Is it some sort of a perk or something? Or what is it?
Rayhead, would you bring me...
The silver is wearing thick, glistering spectacles. He is sitting on an orange couch nervously, fingering his badge, which says Monty James. We talk to him. A large suitcase rests at his feet with a leaflet about the dome perched on top.
Greetings.
Ah, it's you. How do you like the inside of the dome? Not ready to answer that yet. Not enough time has passed for you to form a clear impression. That's a good answer. Monty stares smoothly down at his suitcase. My first impression is unfortunately not very positive. They forgot to add my name to the new recruits manifest. Can you imagine? I offered to try and register him in the terminal. Are you for real? That would be incredibly kind of you. Maybe my optimism about this place and the people working here just was justified after all. You've evidently chewed him up quite a lot.
It was nice chatting.
Which? Oh, that's a vending machine. Which terminal is he talking about? Central Public... Oh, public terminal, this one. Okay, can we save?
Kronos
Okay, save.
Corporation reminds you. Please use a public terminal to access your account. Your Selectron has not been properly authorized.
Oh.
Please visit the reception desk to register.
Okay, we'll do that.
A tall receptionist watches you from behind his desk with a bored, haughty look. He waves impatiently at you to approach. Noticing
hello
your
there.
silvery uniform, he offers up his best artificial smile.
Welcome. My name's Dean Rayhead.
It's my job to help our new employees settle in. Please wait a moment or two while I register you.
The administrator slaps himself on the forehead.
Ah, I almost forgot the regulation pre-registration greeting. Just a second.
Rayhet produces a reel-to-reel tape recorder from beneath the desk, rewinds the tape to the beginning, and presses play. The speakers explode with a harsh, crackling sound, over which the tick-tick of a metronome slowly grows louder. Solemn music begins to play, and the administrator's face takes on a serious expression.
Dear employee, on behalf of the Cronus Foundation, I, Administrator Dean Rayhet, welcome you to your new life under the dome.
The administrator clears his throat and continues.
By joining our company, you choose the path of science and progress. You are among mankind's best, and we ask that you live up to this.
Dean squints down at the monitor.
Deserve this title. Do your job honestly. Obey the law. Respect your colleagues and...
The music fades, and the administrator finishes his speech.
And together we will build the best possible future for all mankind.
Dean puts the tape recorder away.
Now that we're done with the official greeting, I'll register you and upgrade your Selectron. Okay?
Okay. How about we look around?
The committee ads didn't lie. The interior of Concord Station looks just like the glossy brochure. The high ceiling is finished with matte light panels. The floor is slightly scratched, but nevertheless washed to a mirror finish. Lights gleam soothingly. It's clean, cozy, and bright. Dean taps his pen on the desk to get your attention.
Time is money, my friend. Please keep your mind on what we're doing until I get you registered.
Dean's hands hover over the keyboard. He gives you a nod.
Yeah, pass him a note upon which you've written out your information in advance, I guess. Or let's enter my data on the terminal on our own.
You squeeze into the narrow window, lean over the reception desk.
I thought there would be like
your data into the database. After entering proceed, you return to your seat. Dean mutters discontentedly to himself as he moves back to his terminal.
Yeah, I thought there would be like keyboard on my side, but that's fine here.
The computer screen.
So your position in the waiting list was 63,784. You've been assigned to Magellan Station. A special bus will bring you there after a series of briefings. Please pass me your Selectron so I can update the firmware.
Okay, so Electron's on my ID card.
Dean snaps the docking port of your pass to a recess in the casing of his computer. The administrator returns your Selectron.
So, colleague, you now have first-level clearance, which gives you access to the archives on the administrative level, the warehouses, and basically everywhere else except the secure facilities. You also have admin privileges at most terminals.
Dean continues.
All new employees have a short list of tasks to perform on arrival. Do you want to hear all the details or just the short version?
Sure, give me the details.
Nods and points at the ceiling.
First, you need a set of combat gear. Talk to Sidney Maynard, he'll give you everything.
Okay.
Dean extends his second finger.
Second, weapons. Ms. Margarita Takachenko is the clerk at the Armory. After she dispenses your firearm, you'll need to head to the training zone for a brief weapons handling exam.
Okay.
The administrator straightens his third finger.
According to the latest regulations, all employees must attend a briefing on psi abilities. Apply to instructor Andriy Mihai.
Dean extends his fourth finger and looks at you meaningfully.
Did I tell you about the combat and tactical training? The fourth step is to visit instructor Winston Botherby. And finally, science is the overarching purpose behind everything we do here. Go to Professor Van Alden to learn how to study relics, avoid anomalies, and catalog scientific knowledge. This training is mandatory for all wings, not just white.
Dean finishes. Dean catches himself.
Oh, and when you're done with your trainings, proceed to the waiting room. From there, you'll travel to Magellan by bus.
Okay, crystal clear.
Administrator
Let's
looks
get
up
to
at
it.
you again.
That is all.
He reaches for the tape recorder, but thinks better of it.
Protocol calls for a little welcoming preamble, but dash it all, that's nonsense. Welcome to Concord Station.
As he's about to turn away, Dean suddenly remembers something.
Oh yes, I sent your mail to your Kairos. Check your new messages. Well, that's all, I think.
Messages sent to you by various game characters are stored in your message section of your Kairos. Messages from some employees' computers are also sent up there. Okay. Proceed. Where do I... It's probably like in here, right? Here. Data. Reputation. Oh, here it is. Messages. After registration, you must acquire uniform. Yeah. That's probably the same thing that's somewhere in here. Head quest against Monty James Newsel, or you offer to register via computer terminal. Okay, we'll do that. Before we do that, though, let's use the terminal. Through the game, you will often have to interact with various computer terminals. Terminals contain useful information, allow you to turn on disabled mechanism and open locked doors. If you accidentally or unintentionally killed one of the main characters, then the information how to progress further in the game can almost always be found in the terminal. Gotcha. Okay, use terminal. No, let's just like putting him in orange wing, that'd be like cruel. Getting him to be, I don't know, sent to all the prisoners from all over the world. I don't think that'll be a great prank, quote unquote. Register just... You enter Monty James data into system, noting that the registration form for Silvers has several extra fields. Apparently Kronos sees its managers as a special cast. Once you've double-clicked your input, you press send. With a beep, the system accepts the data and redirects you to the main menu. Greetings, employee. Please enter download personal emails to service. That checks your employee status. Okay, enter news. Mishmash of symbols. Taking a closer look, you realize character represent a photo. The image depicts a flaming ball floating above the laboratory workbench. 3 figures stand behind it, scientists presumably, but you cannot make out their faces. Well, let's read the article. I love the fact that it's so detailed, right? You can like just go ahead and like sit there and read stuff. 5 years of the future, humanity celebrates discovery of the Doomsday. You skim through the article, mostly a chest-thumping exploration on the supposed future of humankind civilization. Well, let's get back to the menu. Stat, department silvering, clearance level 1. Receive uniform weapons. Yeah. What's in the admin? Silvering gives you access. Okay, I'm logging as an admin. Enter classified. Were executed. Flashes on the message log. Kingsley, 2 days after I assigned this task, I still have no data on the scope of the event. Neither did I receive a report from medical staff. My fault, Mr. Kingsley. Reports aren't ready yet, but the GP did not inform me of something curious. It may not be the first time expedition members have exhibited these symptoms. The ring? Yes, Sarovsky calls it Halo Eye. We're still researching the psychological effects, but we do not have some preliminary data. I want all employees to undergo thorough examination. I expect to have that information on my desk by the end of the week. Okay, interesting. So, where do I get all my stuff? It's supposed to be here, right? Yeah, it's over there. So let's go and do all the tutorial, I guess, missions. Who are you? New phone. Oh, she's probably just... it says an administrator. Alert employees. According to the administrative order, September... the waiting area must be accessed through the regular staff corridor. Please be advised that the rule does not apply to newly arrived employees. I should cut down on the smokes. Good day, employee. Ask if you can go through the hall to the waiting room. Am I speaking gibberish or what? This rule does not apply to newbies. You need to go through training and persuade her. Oh god, come on, and don't forget to sign a waiver. Just go.
It was nice chatting.
So I can go through here right away? Where does this lead? I mean, I guess it's to skip tutorial, right? But I need to take all the stuff first.
Behind the storage counter, you see a small, neat guy. His gingery hair shines with something like brilliantine. His badge says, Sidney Maynard, storekeeper.
Hello there, Sidney.
Perks up at your approach. A thick logbook appears at once from under the counter. Sidney puts on thick glasses that seem to age him 5 decades in an instant and studies the lined pages. The silver finally stops and pins down a particular page with his finger.
This is your first uniform requisition, right? You can also purchase any equipment you need for the desert directly from me.
Okay.
Maynard adjusts his glasses in a businesslike manner.
And before I give you the uniform, please listen to these short instructions.
Okay, go ahead.
Sidney fiddles with his hairstyle.
So, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Life under the dome can be dangerous. You may get shot, spill acid on yourself, get electrocuted, or suffer the effects of a dangerous anomaly. You may also freeze to death or get fried.
Okay.
That's why it's important to wear protective equipment when traveling outdoors. Of course, in hazardous situations, the equipment will get damaged, and the more it's damaged, the more often one has to repair it.
The silver steps back from his counter to indicate the repair kit boxes piled in the back of the warehouse. He points back at the shelves behind him.
We've got repair kits for this gear. There are Blue Wing specialists ready to help you at any large base, of course, but they're not always available. So, you'd better learn how to use repair kits and workbenches on your own. It's a useful skill.
Sidney rests the logbook on the desk.
That's all the instructions. Now, I'm going to issue your uniform.
The silver disappears into the back for a while and returns with a small package. Unfolding the package, Maynard shows you a brand spanking new uniform. A silver suit jacket with coal black shirt and dark trousers. Sidney studies the way the light reflects from the cloth as he lovingly smooths the jacket with one hand.
The Silver Wing uniform is fit for field conditions, just in case. But something this fine, you should treat with care, you know.
He raises a finger.
One more important thing. In accordance with Order 16-225, helmets and gloves are not issued, but they're available for purchase from me. Please bear in mind that a full set includes headgear or a mask, jacket, trousers, gloves, and boots.
Sidney hands you the package.
Here's your uniform. Enjoy.
Okay, let's see what he has for sale.
Adjusts his glasses.
Sure,
Trade
I'll
is
show
an
you
important.
what we
Yeah,
got.
trade. Got
You
it.
know, we're pretty well stocked here in Concord.
Sidney scribbles something in his logbook.
Please come back anytime if you
Huh.
need something.
Engineer's cap. The Mordecai's helmet. What? This helm. Is there like something for actual night watch cap? Fans class, mechanical resistance, heat resistance, scratching. Okay. It's not super expensive. War gloves, researcher gloves, Argentum gloves. Initiative probably would be a good idea for me, because I have -2 initiative. So why don't we grab one of you? Oh, and I'm also getting discount, right? Yeah, because of my barter. What is this? Energy, biochemical, heat. Well, I mean, this fits with color with my gear, I think, so we'll take that. How much for the backpack? Ooh, that's expensive. Backpack. Backpack with +5 encumbrance. This gives me +8 encumbrance, +1 defense class, but gives me minuses to evasion. Okay, what does this do? Oh, yeah, belt will be important because, again, initiative, I like that. Ordinary spade. Do we want to buy it? They're usually worth it. And I think that will not be enough. Yeah, we're one short. God damn it. Can I sell you something like this? Nope. We'll find a new one, right? And I guess 394. Okay. So, let's suit up. How much does it give me? Mechanical resistance? Yeah, it gives quite a bit, actually. Hit resistant, cryogenic resistant, hit points plus 5. How much hit points do I have? 48. Okay. Movement speed plus 03. Nice. Office worker slacks, mechanical resistance. Where's my like total? Oh, there we go. Mechanical. Okay, cool. Do I want to wear it now? Sure, why not? Soldier's belt. +1 initiative, that's good. Let's go with the gloves as well, and ordinary backpack. Oh, backpack is not... Okay. What's here? Like, oh, it's both goggles and, I guess... Okay, that's fine. So, that's the uniform. Now we need to go and...
Katarzyna, did you mark it as class 1 again, instead of 2?
We need to go and... Training zone. Armory. Where's the armory? Before we do that, how about we go ahead and tell, what's his name? Monty, that he's registered. Yeah, I've added you to the database. Monty takes off his spectacles, rests them on the cushion beside him, and envelops you in a big hug. Thank you for such an impressive example of cooperation with strangers. Perhaps the dome really is a special place.
Bye-bye.
I wonder if it will bite me in the ass. He will end up to be some sort of a spy or something. Okay, so this is the lobby. Let's go to the lobby. Oh, oh, there it is. There's a weapon. Okay.
The smell of good tobacco wafts off this tall, portly woman from a meter away. A black lacquered pipe, an open logbook full of signatures, and a metal flip calendar sit on the counter in front of her. A small nameplate reads, Margarita Tkachenko.
It's not Tkachenko. There's no A there. There's just Tkachenko.
The woman fixes her coppery hair with one hand and casually lights her pipe.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Her
Personal
voice
weapon?
is deep and gravelly. Margarita thumbs back a couple of pages in her logbook.
I see. This was your first receipt.
She glances at her Kairos, looks at you, snorts, and retreats to the shelves. Tkachenko returns a couple of minutes later, carrying something that looks more like a toy than a weapon. The weapon seems weightless as she spins it around her finger.
I ain't telling you shit about this thing, because that's exactly how much I know. Laser, schmazer, cadmium battery, fiberglass body, blah, 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 blah. You probably know more about it than I do. Here.
Accept the weapon carefully, barrel downward like you were trained. That's a wise idea. Take the weapon in one hand and point it at Tkachenko and declare, this is my turf now. I'm the captain now. Grab the weapon and sling it over your shoulder. Say you're no good with energy weapons and need something else. Yeah, I'm okay with energy weapons. Yep,
Margarita drags on her pipe and releases a puff of thick yellow smoke.
I see you know the rules and won't cause problems.
What's the weapon drawbacks? That would be useful to know.
Bites down on the stem of her pipe.
Are you kidding me? I'm a different breed. One that doesn't understand toy guns. What if it turns out to be radioactive? Sorry, but I can't help you out on this one.
Okay, servicing the weapon?
Black regards the Andromeda suspiciously.
Fuck it. If it breaks, bring it back and I'll trade it in for another one. There was a little cloth in the box it came in for cleaning the lens. That's all I know.
The
Okay.
armorer shrugs, puffing indifferently on her pipe.
It's the least I could do. We have a requisition list from the Silvers. For free, you receive only rubbish. If you want the real deal, check out the weaponry shop. Or me.
Leaning
Okay.
over the counter, the Black points somewhere off to one side.
Now it's time for your training. Botherby is already waiting for you by the big gate. He's a bit dotty, but a good man nonetheless. But before the training zone, go see that wizard guy with his toothpicks. Be careful around him, though. Don't let him pitch you a line. Psychic my ass.
She winces in disgust.
I'll shift to view a more detailed tooltip for an item or hold control to attack characters. Hold out to highlight interactive objects. Okay. So, what does this do?
Attention, attention.
12 to 16 damage, weapon range 0 to 14 meters, critical modifier to 100, jamming chance 3%. Power cell for a weapon. Okay, reloading 2. Does it say me how much actions does it cost to? It's I'd have energy pistol. Okay, energy shot, ionization. Wait, don't okay, it has 8 out of 8. Don't I have a skill with energy pistols, like ionization, high temperature shot, energy shot? And that allows me to where was it? High-tech weapons. Precise shot. Oh, it's a passive ability. Oh, it's a cryo laser ability, right, okay. Not a pistol ability, gotcha. So these two are pistol abilities. Yeah. Okay, this one is at 90. Oh, well, nice. We're almost at the 3rd level for our abilities with energy weapons. That's actually pretty cool, probably. Are you the one we need to talk to? Between location, game mode is divided. Separate locations, transition between usually look like doors, ceiling of okay. Darkened areas.
They'll take the appropriate measures.
So I need
I hate those oranges.
I did that.
What the hell do they break locks for?
Learn how to use C abilities, Andre Mahai. There you go.
Well, you've got quite an aura. You're a natural. Yes.
So Andre,
Clean
show me
silver with
how to use my
black hair and a huge
Psi abilities.
cigar clamped in his teeth is sitting in front of you.
I think in this episode we'll just finish off the training completely.
As you approach, he flashes a sly grin and slowly raises an outstretched hand above the table. Something really weird happens. All the paper clips, pencils, scattered toothpicks, and bits of trash float up from the table and hang in the air. The silver badge reading Andre Mihai, Psi Instructor, floats up as well.
Okay, we have some psionic abilities ourselves. So
You thrust your hand forward, and your outspread fingers emit barely visible sparks of energy. Pencils, paper clips, toothpicks, and pistachio shells dance chaotically in the air. The silver sticks out his lower lip as if to say, not bad, and gives you a thumbs up. The objects clatter back onto the table.
Here for the briefing, huh? Shall we get to it?
He takes the cigar out of his mouth and exhales a lush cloud of smoke.
yeah, let's do it.
The silver props his elbows on the table.
Anyway, here's the deal. It's more profitable for people with a high psyche to study psionics. Give me your hand.
Not waiting for an answer, he grabs your hand with strong, dark fingers. Andre gropes your hand with an expression of fierce concentration.
So, do you practice? Bells, bulbs, brushing mugs off the table, huh?
The silver takes a thin glove covered in talc from his desk and passes it to you.
Look, a glove, right? But it isn't just a glove. This is an ooh mama, hold me tight glove. It takes energy from your noggin, your psyche, and pew, concentrates it.
He counts off on his fingers.
Learn psionics. Put on the glove. Transform energy into the necessary shape. That's the whole briefing. Simple? Simple. Now to your questions, huh?
Psionic and its
The
origins.
silver takes a pull at his cigar and releases a self-important puff of smoke.
Psionics. It's a gift for all of us. The forefathers took off someplace. Poof, gone. Only the dome remains. And this. Psionics, huh?
He rocks back in his armchair, puffing on his cigar. The toothpicks again slowly rise up from the table. Mihai spreads his dark hands. Toothpicks hover around his head in a kind of halo.
Scientists say everyone has an organic skill called psyche. You have it, I have it, everyone has it, huh? Big psyche, you got talents. Small psyche, no talents. You'll need to carry a lighter all your life.
Okay. So this is... this also does psionic damage. It's less damage than my energy gun, but if somebody has like energy resistance or something, so that would be useful. Cool. And with that, I'm assuming I can do like some sort of a... yeah, Psyshock. And I can phase shift to port the target. Nice. Okay, where is the training area again? Or do I go through... oh yeah, I go through her, right? And then I go to, like, where? Nope. Maybe through here? Because it's a transition area?
Tkachenko grunts a greeting without removing the pipe from her mouth.
Just tell me what you want so we can...
Tkachenko opens...
Heavy weapons, okay, nice. That's another one of those I have already. I don't think I need power cells all that much at the moment. What is that? Taser. Okay. It doesn't look like she has much stuff. Pepper spray, okay. So where exactly do I go? Training area? Is that training area? I'm keep pressing J, because, you know. So step 4, undergo basic military training, find instructor Winston Botherby at the... where's Winston Botherby? No, that's 5. Where is 4 then? Oh, there's 4, okay.
As you reach to open the sliding door, an engineer in a bright blue jacket stops you.
Hold on there, Chief. It's out of order. You're a newcomer, right? It's a straight-up open house here today.
He offers you his hand. According to his badge, this is Maxim Penkovsky, technician. The technician slaps the door with one hand.
You have to wait until I'm done. Some orange jammed up the lock with chewing gum just for a laugh. They're like animals, those oranges, marking their territory.
And he opened the door?
They're too gracious about those bastards in Crystal Sands.
Penkovsky grunts angrily.
I wish I could. I'm gonna have to disassemble, clean, and reassemble it to get it working. It's work I don't need, and all thanks to some idiot.
Maxime extracts a thin, sharp, precision probe from behind his ear and dangles it in front of you.
Though there's another way. You want to learn something about picking locks? It's a useful skill in all sorts of situations.
He looks at you expectantly.
Yeah, sure, I'd like to learn how to pick locks.
The blues getting excited.
All right, looky here.
Penkovsky presses his pick lock, and an odd device resembling a hybrid of a screwdriver and a can opener into your hand.
Using a mechanical pick lock is easy peasy. No special skill required. They wear out after a few locks. While the old-fashioned kind is another thing entirely. Cheap, one use. But one has to know how to use it right. That's a tool for a master.
Maxime takes out another pick lock and crouches by the door. He gives you a quick lesson on how to pick a lock.
By the way, you can carry your tools in your belt. It's much handier to have them right there.
Penkovsky shows you his utility belt, where he keeps all kinds of tools and gadgets.
Actually, finding tools under the dome is no problem at all. There are even devices for hacking terminals and so on.
Maxime hoists up his belt. The blue solemnly raises his index finger.
And one more thing. Always use brand name stuff if you can. Groovy produces good kits. Modus and Supercolor do too. They've all got fat contracts with Cronus, so they care about quality.
He looks at the door again.
Damn these locks. Though I'd rather be doing this than fixing hab pods. Those are a real pain in the ass.
What's wrong with Hapods?
Penkovsky gives you a patronizing look.
Because they're poorly made, warped from the heat, and the filters aren't worth a damn. The modules were constructed by marketing managers, not engineers. Building a city in the desert was also their idea. This project is all about PR. Cronus wants to show the world how tough they are.
Okay. Use the right button on the locked door and select desired ability. Use the special lockpicks. Okay. So, do I actually need to put them into some sort of a utility belt, or is it just mentions this, like, quick slots? Probably just mentions the quick slots. Condition 1/1, 1/1. Plus 40 to lockpicking. Oh. What? Lockpicking 15, lockpicking 40. What is my fatigue, by the way? Is there any indication? Because I keep seeing that fatigue thing.
Get a lockpick and attach it to your utility belt, and then apply it to the door. Yes, apply is the proper word.
Okay, let's use this one, I guess.
You're doing great. All right, off you go. I'll keep working on this lock because of that orange.
I got fatigue, but then I lost it. Okay.
Welcome under the dome, an amazing excursion to a world of new technology and the riddles of an ancient
Who are you?
civilization. Oh, hello there.
Woman polished badge reads Letizia Rivares. She's carrying a stack of colossal leaflets under her arm. You see another stack of leaflets on a nearby armchair. She bounces on you. Welcome to the dome, colleague. I have useful information for every employee from our wing. My name is Letizia Rivares. Give me 5 minutes of your precious time and I'll tell you about the remarkable career opportunities and breathtaking perspectives awaiting for you under the dome. Don't turn me down. This is important. Agree to listen, calmly refuse. Conviction. Oh, we can either intimidate or persuade her. Conviction, I'm assuming, right, is persuasion? Say that your time is precious indeed and you're not going to waste it on such a rubbish. Letizia smile rapidly fades. She looks offended. Maybe you could just take a leaflet? Sure. Let's take a leaflet. Take a glossy leaflet with a colorful picture on the cover, while white and pink houses, palm trees. Okay. Welcome to the dome.
It was nice chatting.
I lost some reputation there, right? -5 reputation with a silver wing, but gained a little bit of experience. I guess it's fine. We've got quite a bit of reputation with silver wing before, so whatever. Can I do anything with... No, just search. Oh, look at that. Mop. Soap. Piece of cloth. I don't think we need... mop. Yeah, it's 1 kilo. Let's take that. I'm pretty sure we can sell that. So, can I use vacuum cleaner? Trash bin, vending machine. I bet you can, like, search through the trash bins, but... And there will be probably something in there. Did I make her cry? Oh, man.
A middle-aged black is sitting behind the counter with his hands in his lap. The buttons and zippers on his uniform are polished to a shine, and even his badge, Winston Botherby, Instructor, has been buffed so much it hurts to look at it. Botherby frowns as you approach.
Your first act is being late for the briefing. You going to be late for your funeral as well?
I bet you that he'll like that. Snap to attention and report that you are here for assignment and want to receive instruction.
Black looks you over.
Yes, I see the weapon received check mark. Looks like you are fully prepared to disappoint me.
Yeah.
You are prepared, right, employee?
Yeah, I'm prepared.
Botherby leans over the counter and directs you to the doors.
Behind this door is a combat simulation computer. Launch it and begin your course.
He raises his index finger.
The conditions in the training zone closely simulate those one would experience in the field. Your goal is to avoid getting lost and dying of dehydration. And try to aim the barrel away from yourself when shooting.
Pulling a notepad from his pocket, the instructor jots down your name.
Shout, "Sir, yes, sir," and leave.
I'm going to monitor you and advise as necessary. And try not to burst into tears. That's all. Go ahead.
Okay, are we going here? Yep. Use the terminal. For entering combat, make sure you prepare, check your and your companion's health, move your weapons from the inventory and try the hand slots. Load your gun if necessary, prepare meds, consider the sequences. Okay. Initiate. Enter Alpha to initiate Alpha Squad program. Alpha Squad enters the battle. It says turn-based combat. The move sequence your opponent and allies yourself determined by initiative. Action points are spent on moving, using abilities, and attack. After performing all your desired actions, you still have some action points left. You can spend them on increasing your defense class by clicking on cover button V, or spend. You can finish the current turn and save them. Okay. So I guess I can move right over here. Does it? How much action points do I need, like, to hit him? Ooh, critical damage, nice. How do I? Where is the button of taking cover? I wonder. Force, ballistic calculations, dig, bolt throwing, scan. Let's get over here. And V? Various actions such as eating food or taking medicine may impose certain status effects on you. They can last... Okay. Oh? Environment in combat. Almost every battle surrounded by objects, traps, flame barrels, yeah. Okay, so we can, like, destroy stuff. Refrigerant barrel. Okay, so we can shoot this barrel probably to do stuff. Let's shoot this guy. Unfortunately, I do not have... Oh, yeah, I do have enough. So it's only 3 actions to shoot it. For some reason, I thought it was 5. Where is the indication of how many... Oh, it probably just shows it here. Right, so, okay. Oh, critical damage, really? Where is... Well, I guess it doesn't actually do any damage to me, so... let's shoot this guy a couple of times. So, by the way, how much till the next level? Almost there. I'm probably by the end of the tutorial I'll get another level. Nobody likes to have a gun poked at them. When equipping the weapon isn't necessary, just left button click the weapon icon on the panel at the bottom of the screen, and the character will holster the weapon. Okay. So do I just click here? Oh, okay.
Botherby nods grandly.
You made it through training without making a total fool of yourself. Congratulations. I'll send a report up the chain about your completely unanticipated success. You're dismissed, employee.
Okay then.
But we aren't strangers to sci-fi here. The detail.
So the next one is this guy, right? He'll teach me about what do you call him? Yeah, use of scanner. Okay.
You see a tall scientist in a white lab coat, bathed in the dim lamplight. He almost appears to be hovering above the laboratory floor. The man turns at your footsteps. He's holding a paper clipboard and a pencil. His shimmering silver badge reads Sebastian Van Olden. He glances from you to the glittering watch on his wrist.
I want us to respect one another's time. Please speak loudly, clearly, and to the point. You must be the newcomer I was told about. Nice to meet you.
Finished with his unusual greeting, he offers you his thin hand.
Well, he asked us to be brief, so skip the breeding and ask him to train us.
The amiability in Van Olden's eyes winks out like a light. He looks at you coldly, but calmly.
My instructions will take as long as I deem necessary. I lecture, you listen. Am I clear?
Well, you asked me to be brief. Answer you that you're ready to listen.
The scientist puts the clipboard aside, raises his watch for a closer look, and sets the timer. He shows you his watch dial.
According to the rules of this briefing, I have to touch on a large number of topics. Therefore, I will do so very briefly. Do not interrupt me. When I'm finished, I'll answer your questions. Within regulations, of course.
Sebastian produces his handheld and clicks some buttons.
I checked your scanner. It's working and is connected to the Minerva database. Everything you scan will earn you Kronos or Forefathers knowledge points.
The instructor watches you with displeasure.
Are you listening? Scan everything that might be of scientific interest. First of all, anomalies. They could be dangerous. Make sure to always have medication with you.
He places a canvas pouch in your hand.
This pouch is full of bolts. You can temporarily discharge an anomaly by throwing a bolt into it. It's primitive, but reliable.
Van Olden pushes a button on his stopwatch.
So, my oral briefing fell within the allotted span of time. Any questions you want to ask me?
What's the Minerva database? What is it?
Sebastian snorts skeptically.
Oh, great. You're even ignorant of the basics. Minerva is a mainframe located at Magellan Base, where you'll be going soon, by the way.
I like the guy's voice actor. Like, he's so, like, annoyed. Oh my god, I have to talk with this guy. Kind of attitude. I love it.
The Minerva disk stores the database containing every piece of information about the Dome and the company's employees. It is thanks to this scanning that the database is constantly updated. Are you ready for the second part of the briefing, or do you have any more questions?
What are those knowledge points?
Chronometer again. The white scowls in annoyance.
Do you know anything at all? What did you come under the Dome for anyway? You get knowledge points for scanning objects. For scanning anomalies and relics, you receive Forefather points. Scanning the company's property and employees, living or dead, earns you Kronos knowledge points.
He explains with a sagacious expression.
You can exchange knowledge points for medication and equipment as part of the volunteer research program. Are you ready for the next part? The clock is ticking.
The instructor taps his
Okay,
watch
I guess I know how to scan the object. Ask for a list of medication for researching anomalies.
You'll need some one-use stimulator injectors, bandages to stop bleeding, and anti-radiation agents and radio protectors, including ARAD-3.
The white ticks these off on his fingers. He produces a black-capped, transparent plastic jar out of his pocket.
According to protocol, you should have this medicine. I'll give it to you as soon as we proceed to the practical part of the briefing. Are you ready, by the way, or do you have any questions?
Yeah, no more questions. I'm pretty sure that's very straightforward.
Glances at his watch again.
You're within the time limit for questions. The next step is training in the artificial ecozone.
He rests one finger on the button in preparation to start the timer.
You're going to go downstairs and scan relics. I will be monitoring your progress. Please note there are several radioactive anomalies in the ecozone. These are the same conditions you'll be working in the field. Radioactive zones and relics are quite common under the dome.
He smoothly extracts a jar of yellow pills from his pocket.
Here's your Arad 3. And one more thing. Just a moment.
Where are you going? Are you going over here? What is that? Red force and remedy. Okay, it reduces radiation. This one gives me. This injured plunge was based. I guess this protects from radiation, right? And this is a medkit. So I'm assuming this is what, like, red X that red away. Let me just save so that I don't get myself radiated. Perform a scanning, select the ability panel and click the object. For each successful scan you receive knowledge points, and the data obtained in the process is stored in your series. Okay. Do I need to just scan?
Gestures back at the ecozone.
You haven't
Oh, that's the data. Okay. I do have a tool, don't I? Should I throw a bolt there first? Okay. Oh, I see. I see. How about we get ourselves some resistance first, and I guess we need to go down, right? Closer. Do that. And then we can do that. Yeah. I do have a scanner, but what? Do I need to equip it somehow? There's nowhere to equip it. Oh, I should have. The world under them is full of strange hazardous phenomena. Most of them can injure or kill you. Oh, I see. So I can disable this. Right, I need to, like, scan this stuff, right? Oh, I see. So I cannot scan the anomalies. Can I scan this? No. What are you doing? Can I not, like, pass under here? I'm getting some radiation there.
Journal entry. 2 objects scanned. And again, watch out for anomalies. Touch one and you'll be injured. Toss a bolt at the anomaly to discharge it. Journal entry.
Yeah, I should have tossed the ball there. So, can I see my radiation levels? Oh yeah, over here. 10 out of 1,000, basically nothing.
Sebastian meets you on the platform.
Your finishing time is within the acceptable range.
He clicks the stopwatch button, fixing the result time.
Well, what do...
The scientist turns back to his notes.
Not bad. One question. You observed several anomalies while scanning. Why do you think they appeared?
We're told that you do not give a fig about the reasons. White Wing is putting a high value asset, a manager in danger.
The scientist assumes a superior expression.
I knew you'd come up with something like that. I see you understand nothing about the nature of anomalies. So let me add a couple of points.
He glances at the shimmering blue light in the ecozone.
The truth is, We don't know the precise reason for these phenomenon either. We actually know nothing, no matter how much we try to convince ourselves otherwise.
Sebastian points a thin finger at the clustered lightning.
I personally believe that the anomalies are the dome's security mechanism. The ones you saw are relatively harmless, but there are different anomalies in the desert, phenomenon that toy with the human mind.
Van Olden clasps his hands behind his back.
I know you don't care, but I'll say it anyway. Scientists today are required to be wonder workers who can heal cancer with a wave of their hand and solve the secrets of the universe during their coffee break. For some reason, no one wants to understand that fundamental science is always an investment in the future. It produces no answers here and now.
The White's gaze strays back to his clipboard.
If something terrible happens under the dome one day, and I'm sure it will, science will protect no one. That is all. Off you go.
Okay then. So where to now? Okay, radiation removed. Good. So I'm assuming we're going over here.
An amazing excursion.
Oh, I made her cry. I'm a monster.
Ed, spit it out. I can see that something's bothering you.
Okay, going to here. What is there, by the way?
Employee, please come here. There's an urgent task for you. I'm all ears.
A tall blonde man in his 40s mechanically touches the brim of his black cap, then extends his hand for a shake. His fingers are rock hard. He withdraws his hand as soon as you touch it. The badge on his board chest reads Adolf Schmitz, head of security. Schmitz is studying you back, disapprovingly, it seems. Wipes a bit of lint off your shoulder and adjusts the collar of your jumpsuit. Your uniform could use a wash badly. I just got it! What are you talking about? I'm Adolf Schultz, the head of security service. You were to be sent to Magellan, but there was a change of circumstances. Black nods towards the door behind him. I've got an urgent order for you. Your help is needed at a nearby object. Mr. Kingsley is waiting right now to give you your assignment. He'll tell you everything himself. Why does he need me but not the other silver that arrived with you? Another silver, you say? That's strange. There weren't any other silvering personnel on the new arrival manifest. Must be a documentation problem. Yeah, that guy. What's his face? Is for sure some sort of a spy or like a... Okay, let's proceed to the guard room. Oh, there's a video phone, right? Okay.
The giant display glows welcomingly when you approach. A red light comes on under the screen's steel hood. The camera is switched on. A gray old man with high cheekbones appears and squints out at you from the screen.
Do you copy?
He leans close to the camera, his glasses glittering.
My name is Martin Kingsley. I'm Chief Officer of Magellan Base. We were supposed to meet in person, but unforeseen circumstances prevented that. One moment. I'll grab your file.
He reaches for something out of view and produces a thin folder with your name on the cover. Apparently, your file. Kingsley opens the folder to thumb through the pages. He marks one of the pages with a pencil.
Silverwing. Colleague, I'll be honest with you. It's crucial for me to know my managers. So I'm asking you straight. Why did you choose a career in our division?
Probably make a lot of money at prosperous life. Yeah. But also power over other people sounds great. Until you're not interested in a auspicious project and challenging work. Yeah, probably
Martin enters a mark somewhere in your file.
We'll find a place to apply that ambition of yours. Rest assured.
Kingsley closes the file and folds his hands in front of him.
Thank you for your reply. I learned a little more about you. Now I want you to learn a little bit more about us. Keep in mind, this is not a rehearsed speech.
He assumes a serious expression.
When the dome was discovered in 1971, it became a scientific and media sensation, a worldwide phenomenon, and likely the most significant discovery in the history of mankind.
Kingsley drums his fingers on the unseen desk, his gaze focused somewhere beyond.
I see. You were enticed here by radio advertising, telefilms, and all those interviews, billboards at every turn. Cronus wants the world to see the Dome as a stage where something merry and fascinating is going on. But now that you're actually here, I want you to see the real picture.
You can't make out his eyes behind the glare on his spectacles, but he seems to be staring directly at you.
Here's the truth. Nobody was waiting for us inside the Dome. It's neither a treasury of technologies nor a cemetery of the ancients. Perhaps what we're doing now is defusing the world's most complicated bomb. Will our mission thrive? I believe so. If we work together and everybody does their part.
He looks back at your file.
I say, do what must be done. Because that's what the concept of the 5 wings is all about.
Kingsley points at the camera.
You're from Silverwing. Special requirements are imposed upon you. You must direct others whilst having no real power. You must provide an illusion of might and well-being, and be honest and wise enough to reconcile your actions with your conscience, no matter that one clashes directly with the other.
Putting the folder aside, he sits back and stares at you in silence. It gets so quiet that the ticking of a clock can be heard through the speakers. Kingsley sighs quietly.
You were probably waiting for some boilerplate welcome speech, but I prefer to talk about real-world problems. Glad to meet you.
Well, glad to meet you too.
Martin nods slowly.
I apologize once again for this long-distance meeting. Now, as we don't have much time, I'd like to get to the point. I'm sure you're curious why you were taking off the bus to Magellan and brought here instead.
He moves closer to the camera.
I'm going to show you a short video. Please pay attention.
Kingsley's face freezes on screen.
I have an urgent mission for an employee of your background and qualifications. I'd have assigned someone from Magellan, but I'm short on personnel. That's why it has to be a newcomer. I apologize again for the rush, but it seems I have no choice.
Martin noisily clears his throat.
Maybe you've heard about Nashville Base. While preparing the materials for this mission, I came across a short documentary film about the complex. I think you should watch it.
The speakers produce a hollow click. Purple, gray, and black spots flicker on the screen. A blurred title, The Cronus Archive 1971 to 1974, was used in the production of this recording, appears at the bottom.
Okay, watch on.
The shadow of an airplane flies across a faded yellow desert. A cheery voice fills the room. Every day, our researchers uncover more and more of the dome's secrets. There is no doubt the underground structures, so-called objects, are organized according to some pattern. Though early on, the importance of the relics to scientific research was considered insignificant. The desert dims into the black of a chalkboard. White lines drawn by an invisible hand begin to sketch a schematic of the dome. The narrator continues. By 1972, however, many important discoveries had come to light in a period of only a few months, and the construction of stationary research bases adjacent to the more promising objects began. Personnel moved into Ankara in May of 1972, and within half a year, Boston and Dessau were also brought into service, though the biggest discovery was yet to come. The picture changes to a chasm suffused with electric light, people bustling about everywhere. The speaker's voice seems to come from a distance. In November of 1973, a massive network of underground caves and a structure of hitherto unseen complexity was discovered in Sector C-12. Soon afterwards, the construction of C-12 Nashville began. The camera glides through dim caverns as the silhouettes of bizarre mechanisms emerge. Metal structures loom up from the dark, surrounded by earth-moving machines and exhausted miners wearing orange jumpsuits. The speaker continues. C-12 Nashville is an innovative research complex located atop the primary relic mining location. The complexity of this object is unique. Communications... The film abruptly cuts out, and Kingsley's face reappears.
The rest of this information is classified. Hopefully you get the main idea. Nashville is a very special place, requiring people with both special qualifications and special clearance level, though yours will do for your task.
So why is Nashville so special?
The chief officer bends threateningly close to the camera.
I thought I made myself clear. That information is classified.
Okay, who else is in my group?
Kingsley lowers his eyes and flips through some documents.
Only the driver. The rest of the group has already departed. I'll tell you everything you need to know, don't worry.
Okay, so what's the task?
Martin adjusts his glasses.
So, the task. Nashville base stopped transmitting and receiving signals yesterday evening. A reconnaissance group was sent out earlier today, but we haven't heard anything from them yet either.
Read.
The chief officer rubs his forehead.
Normally, I would never give this task to a newcomer like yourself, but I just don't have enough people.
He looks down at the documents again.
Furthermore, the group was lacking someone with your specialization. I thought the mission would be quite straightforward and didn't send any administrative personnel. Now I suspect the Nashville situation may be much more complicated.
Kingsley is looking into the camera once more.
Your task is to get to Nashville, figure out whatever's behind the communication problem, get in touch with the group, and work with them to solve the problem.
The chief officer carefully returns the documents to the folder. You notice his hands tremble slightly.
Go downstairs. The truck must be waiting for you in storage. This task is urgent, but a small delay is acceptable if there's anything you need to settle here first. That is all. Any questions?
Nope, ready to get started.
Kingsley's hand reaches toward the camera.
Great to hear. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you later.
Prepare yourself to leave the base, defense of perimeter, and venture into the outside of the dome, where you must rely solely on yourself and your companions. Check your gear one last time and go to the orange truck waiting for you in the garage, on which you will continue your journey to Nashville. You know what? Why don't we go and buy that, what do you call it? The shovel. Let's hope I can actually sell that stuff here. Piece of cloth maybe, and soap for 1 credit. And I think I'll be able to... Secret Explorer? What? What is that? Oh, nice. Report on stolen relics. Take all. Nice. Okay. Can we see what's here? It costs 45. Antiseptic for 300 tourists. Okay, we'll take that. Anyways, yes, I want to go here and grab the shovel, and then we'll probably make a cut. Because I'm pretty sure shovel will be useful, and I'm not entirely sure if I'll be able to find it easily enough. Oh, there's a container here for some reason. What can we see in this? Okay. Throwing weapons, and that's electrical equipment. Let's take all of that. Let's search the boxes as well. Okay. Take all. Yeah. So this area leads me to... Oh, right over here. Okay, I see. There's some sort of a door panel. I'll probably research it. Well, not research it. Like, check it out later.
His glasses on again.
You again? Pretty sure you got your uniform.
Sydney.
Yeah.
Sydney scribbles something in his logbook.
Please come back anytime if you need something.
Oh, it's perfectly 46, right? Okay. If I equip it, I'll get +5 encumbrance. You know what? I'll keep it. Can I sell you this? And what else was there? Is there just some other stuff that, like, not useful? Leaflet? Do you want a leaflet? Yeah, sure. Let's give you a leaflet. Actually, can I, like... I probably will just read it. Might give me some experience or something. What else was there that I wanted to sell? Well, I guess that's that. Oh, right, this thing. Cloth, right? And, I don't know. 42? Okay. Yeah, let's read that. Yeah, whatever. And read this. For the eyes of the Magellan Station Security Chief Williams, 3 waste crates from your station have been seized at the Spire. Yeah. Skate immediate steps to identify those criminals. Find attached a full list of stolen relics. Okay. Do I put it here? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. So encumbrance is 54 now. Nice. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll continue in the next episodes. We'll level up. We'll probably try to go through here and see what we can see in here. And after that, we're gonna leave. Okay.